Happy Saturday. What's going on? So I said I would not make any posts, at least no Motivational Monday posts until February. But I just miss making content. And I have some downtime, so I was like, why not? I think it's a perfect time to check in and see how everyone's new year is going. I'm not one to make New Year resolutions. I just get these ideas, these witty ideas, and I'm like, I want to accomplish this year. And then I just put the pedal to the metal and go after whatever that idea or that goal is. But I understand everyone isn't fostered that way. I don't know if that's an appropriate way of wording that. That led me to making this video, just checking in, because today is January 20th. We have not that many days left, not even a full 2 weeks left. We have a week and 4 days. Okay, so we have 11 days left of January. And I'm like, what's going on? Are you keeping your New Year's resolution for those who make New Year resolutions? Are you keeping your word to yourself on the things that you said that you were going to accomplish? I know some biggies are changing your way of eating, working out, getting up earlier, being more organized, saving money, whatever the case may be. So are you doing that? Are you holding yourself accountable? Do you need an accountability partner? Have you joined some accountability groups potentially? Did you write your goals down? Did you set a plan, a timeline? Have you created SMART goals? That is an acronym, which the S stands for specific, M is measurable, A is attainable, R is I don't know. Look. Retainable, and then T is, I want to say, timely. I think, I hope so. I hope that you have been keeping your word to yourself, your promise to yourself, whatever that may look like. Some people may be fresh out of a relationship, fresh out of an engagement, fresh out of a marriage, and everything that you had planned is now disheveled, and you're finding yourself starting the new year. You had expectations, and now you're back to the drawing board. So the purpose of this video is checking in, seeing how you're doing. I encourage you, if you backslid, to just get right back after it. It's okay. I encourage you, if you haven't started whatever that goal is, to start. You don't need to start on a Monday. You don't need to start on a Sunday. There's no better present like the present moment that we're living in, the present time that we are in. There's a quote, I don't know who said it, but I love it. Why put off for tomorrow what you can do today? That keeps me motivated, keeps me getting after what it is that I want to get after. So I want to give 2 examples of just some days of just a day in the life of me. So even when I woke up this morning, 6 o'clock? I naturally wake up early anyway, but 6 o'clock or so, rolled out of the bed around 6:30 maybe, and I got after a full body workout. And while I was doing my mountain climbers, mind you, my playlist was Donnie McClurkin. So I have my worship music going on, I'm working out, and while I'm doing my mountain climbers, I'm just using positive reinforcement, I'm praying, I'm reminding myself who I am in God, and it just really sets the tone. Was I excited to get out of the bed so early? A smidge, because 1, I'm alive, but 2, I had already wrote out the day before, hey, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. So it wasn't a surprise to me. I knew what I was going to get after and how I was going to spend my Saturday today. So that's really what I want to get into, is being intentional and mapping out your day to get the most out of the 24 hours that we are given here on earth to spend, because we all get the same amount of time in, and some of us spend those hours scrolling on social media, living in la la land, living in the past, while others of us are getting after our goals, aspirations, and checking the box off. So let's get after just discussing that, almost in line with time management. But I've spoken on that on Motivational Monday. I will share that link or that video link in the description. So let me give you 2 examples. One is right now, the environment that I'm in, I only have to focus on 2 areas of my life. So that's been a blessing. I'm not split in three like I am in my regular life, if I can say it that way. So right now I'm up at about 5:30. I'm working out and I'm done with workout, freshening, and breakfast probably around 7 or so. And then I'm headed to my course. So one day in particular this past week, did all of the things I just described, went to the course. Our instructor let us out at a great time. And my plan was to come in, take a nap, and then I'd wake up and get after everything else. Oh my gosh, something I've been able to do now is take naps. That's not something I could do in my regular side because every hour is pretty much filled to the T, but it's been a blessing. Now, I'm not complaining, I'm just going to describe how I am able to intentionally fill my time in this arena that I'm currently in. And I will then go into explaining how I intentionally fill my time in my regular life. So came in, instead of me taking a nap, I had to do something for school. Got that accomplished. Then I took a nap. Then that was only 45 minutes, okay? Even my naps are intentional. Put a 45-minute timer on, that's it. And woke up and I had to get after an assignment for the course that I'm in right now. And after that, grabbed something to eat, and then I was online. By this time, it was 6 o'clock, I think, in the evening. A summit I signed up for, and that was a good 3 to 3.5 hours. So I'm not putting timestamps on everything just for the sake of time. I don't want this to be a long video, but I want you to capture everything that I was able to accomplish in one day that I have. So I'm taking 2 courses at once for 2 different paths, okay? And I still attended online a course, or not a course, but a summit that I signed up for just for my personal development. Very intentional, capitalizing on the time. Regular life, I'm up at 4:30. I'm not working out because of my living situation, so it doesn't allow me to work out in my living environment. But let me see, one of the days where I was working out intentionally 2 days a week. I had to schedule this, okay? Being intentional requires scheduling. So let me share with you how that day would look. Up at 4:30, out I'm done with work at about 3:30. I'd go to the gym, straight from gym to an appointment that I had. And after the appointment, I wouldn't make it back to my living place until around 8 o'clock at night. And then I'm doing schoolwork. All right, in bed still at a decent time, 9:30. By that way, I can get me a great amount of sleep. Sleep is very important. And then I'm up to start the day at 4:30 again. Now, for those whom are goal-oriented, goal-driven, you have things that you are chasing after, you're determined, you want to break generational curses, you want to just do so much, you really want to capitalize on life. You understand what I'm saying, right? You are capitalizing on every second of every minute of every hour of every day. You're filling that time in intentionally. Now, let me say this. I don't believe in burnout. So I do have my 2 days a week where I don't do anything. I'm not doing schoolwork. I'm not answering my phone. That goes for family as well. If I don't want to talk, I just don't answer the phone. And I am decompressing. I'm very intentional. I'm not going to allow myself to burn out. So I'm saying all of this to share for those who had their goals that they wrote down, but you just haven't gotten after it yet, and you're not exactly sure. Maybe you're not a person that operates from a place of organization. Some people are chaotically organized, where they have stuff all over the place, but they know exactly where everything is, and they're still successful. So organization may look different for everyone. I just want to share a few tips on how to be intentional to capitalize on the time that you have. So for those who said they want to get after working out, I prefer to work out in the morning because it just sets the day for me. Once my day is actually over, I don't have to worry about a commitment of going to the gym. By the end of the day, I'm probably exhausted. I don't want to work out. So if I get it done in the morning, first thing in the morning, I'm good to go. So what that may look like, for example, it could mean No more going to bed at midnight and 11 o'clock at night, not even 10 o'clock. It can look like shutting your day down at 8. And for those with children or spouses, that can still look like shutting your day down at 8. So that means dinner is done, your children's schoolwork is done, whatever the case may be, and they are heads in beds maybe around at least 8:39. So the household is shut down no later than 9. You yourself are in the bed, okay? Phone down, being intentional, spending time with your spouse, reading a book with your children, just decompressing from the day in the bed around 9, and it takes a few minutes to fall asleep. I'm saying a lot to simply say give yourself a new bedtime. If your goal is to start working out and maybe you want to look at working out in the morning, at least find yourself in the bed around 9, no later than 9:30, so you can get a reasonable amount of sleep and then you're up, no excuses. Now, for some people, it may be difficult to just start waking up early in the morning and rolling out of bed cold turkey. Then I would encourage you, for those who this is applicable to, start off small. Waking up at 6, waking up at 5:30, and just simply do a stretch. You can wake up out of the bed and do about a 10 to 15 minute stretch. Throw on a video from YouTube. Let me backtrack. The night before, see, I just got on here and started talking and I don't have my ideas written out. Let's talk about the night before. So the night before, go ahead and write out your day. Go ahead and write out everything that you accomplished that day and then everything that you intend on accomplishing the next day. If working out is a priority for you, have your workout clothes set out the night before or go to sleep in them. Go to sleep in your sports bra for women, in your workout attire, or at least your workout top. Men, you can go to sleep in your shorts, whatever. Something along those lines, right? By that way, when you wake up, you don't have an excuse and you've already prepared your mind the night before on what the morning is to come and what the morning is to bring. So you're not surprised and you don't have a reason to make an excuse. But if you do make an excuse, that's okay. Simply breathe. Why put off for tomorrow what I can do today? Get out of the bed. Okay? Pull up that 10 to 15 minute workout. Now you're up, you're energized. Go ahead and make whatever your breakfast looks like. Go ahead and prepare whatever the meals look like for your children, for your family. So getting back to the preparation the day before, that's what matters. Or now, let's say you have no interest in waking up early to work out, but you are willing to wake up early to organize your day. Okay, the purpose is for you to capitalize on the time when other people are sleeping. When other people are sleeping, you are working. That's what gets you ahead. Yeah, that's a nugget. I'm just saying. So maybe you're up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and you're going to write out your day. And then you're going to prepare your clothes for that day. Then you're going to prepare the meals, right? Whatever the goal is, the ultimate goal is to put yourself in a position where you have time to do what you want and it's no longer filling in time with everything that you're obligated to do. I need my time. Where I'm at right now, someone offered to give me a steamer and I'm like, no, I would rather pay someone to clean these clothes and get them together so that I have time to do something like this, create content, which may seem small, but this will be a blessing to someone. So it's important to me. Again, looks like either the day before or capitalizing on your time in the morning. Getting through the day, at night, being able to decompress. For those who have those obligations of a spouse and children and in-laws, there is nothing wrong. Do not feel guilty about just taking at least 20 to 30 minutes to yourself. If that means taking a bath, taking a shower, taking a walk, sitting in your car before you go inside, taking a little breather. If it means whatever your guilty pleasure is, maybe just want a little nibble of some chocolate. Maybe you want to go and just sit down and people watch. I don't know. Don't overindulge in anything, right? Too much of anything isn't good for you. But be intentional about the time that you are spending because we will not get this day back. Today is January 20th, 2024, and we will never experience this day again. We will never experience these same 24 hours again. So capitalize on it. Be intentional with your time. It is so precious. And I promise you, I guarantee you that when you are willing to put in the work when others are sleeping, when you are willing to make the sacrifice of getting up early in the morning or even staying up later at night to get goals done, to draw out your day, to do something different. In order to receive something you never had, you have to be willing to do something you have never done. Okay? And that's really just the purpose of this video, being intentional and getting yourself in a position where you are able to do what you want and not having to fill in time with obligations. I love my regular life schedule. I also love my current life schedule because in both examples that I provided, I'm still accomplishing and I'm capitalizing on the time given to me. It's just that it's shifted. Whereas I wake up at 4:30 in my regular life, I now could wake up at 5:30 and work out in the morning and have the rest of my day to get things done. And in my regular life, I'm up at 4:30, and if I want to work out, it probably won't be until later in the afternoon, which means I may not do it. So it means less days of working out. But be intentional in this year. Capitalize on your time. Man, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to keep your word. And you don't have to start off big. Start off small, again, with those stretches or meal prepping, or simply just keep your word to yourself. Keep your word to yourself. And in you keeping your word to yourself, it will build up confidence. And when you build up confidence, then you're more than likely to get after those goals and not hold anything back. There's this video I saw, and I can't recall if it was a pastor or motivational speaker or whatever, but they said, you want to know like the most expensive place? And they said it's the graveyard, it's the cemetery, because there are so many unwritten books and ideas and movies and whatever else out there, probably solutions to cancer and solutions to tumors and just chemically based discoveries that never came to fruition because a person was not willing to put their best foot forward and bet on themselves, because the person didn't see the opportunity. And when you don't see an opportunity, then it's a great opportunity for you to create an opportunity, because the individuals were obligated in so many areas that they didn't have the time to focus on their want. And maybe their want was to create a book. Maybe they didn't have the self-confidence, which is why I share the importance of accomplishing small things. Just keeping your word to yourself, keeping your promises to yourself, keeping your promises to other people. And then in turn, you will see your confidence increased. All right, I'm just starting to ramble. I don't know. I hope that this video is a blessing to someone. And my reward to me is binge watching This Is Us and hopefully taking a nap so that I can prepare for this evening. And I still have some other actions that I need to take for a different part of my life, a different obligation I have. And I'll do that. And if I don't do it today, there's tomorrow. But I guess as my saying goes, why put off for tomorrow? Well, not my saying, but as the saying goes, why put off for tomorrow when you can do today? So I need to hold myself accountable and get that accomplished before my evening starts. All right, until next time, I hope that y'all are having an amazing year. I look forward to coming back with Motivational Mondays. I also look forward to bringing some scriptures. I have some scriptures. I just need to get things recorded and shared with you all. All right, so until then, be blessed, take care, happy new year still. I hope your new year is fulfilling thus far.